pretty much what I was talking about earlier about was Crow's evolution as a guardian and the reasons behind it and the good and bad of Savathun, of how it was her involvement of bringing Crow into our fold. Now, getting off of that subject, to sum it up, Crow is confused. She brought him in, but she confused him, and now he's wondering if he's worthy of being a guardian or not, since he was the one who murdered the last Hunter Vanguard. Now, with saying that, in Witch Queen, I expect we get that answer. Because we all predict Crow might become the new Hunter Vanguard. He's proven himself worthy enough. So, Crow might be our next Hunter Vanguard. Since he, in a way, did the Vanguard dare. I believe one of Kay's messages was, if anyone can kill him, they kind of inherit his whole thing, everything he owns, including the Hunter Vanguard. So, yeah, I think that's just fate speaking at this point. Cade working his way through the light, getting him ready for it. Oh damn, I died. My ass not paying attention. But that was one good out of a bad. So that's my prediction for what's gonna happen in Witch Queen. Second thing Savathun did that's both a good and a bad. Good. She helped collect the elixir of House and Light. She brought them into this last city. Bad. She manipulated a very, very, very racist exo known as Lakshmi 2 into opening a Vex portal in the last city, which caused a lot of damage and also caused a lot of death in House Light along with the last city, while at the same time stealing Osiris away. So yeah, she's given us more forces, more power at our disposal in the expense of, well, losing a few of those lives in a attempt to get rid of them by a very racist exo. Lakshmi 2 throughout that whole campaign was pretty much saying how bad it was for the Elixir to be here because of a future prediction that she saw, which ended up coming true because she caused it. The last city in flames, and fighting in it was the Elixir. She saw the future, but she interpreted it wrong, which in turn caused her death. Little heads up, none of us care that she died. We all hated her. But doing that because it was Osiris, aka Savathun. When you hear me say Osiris, know that I'm talking about Savathun, since at that point Savathun was possessing Osiris. So Osiris was the one who told her how to do it. She told her how to open a Vex gate. She caused the whole shebang. But after that, one of the greatest enemies of the Elixir, known as Saint 14, actually kind of, made us love the Russian even more. he accepted House Light as part of the city, which made House Light now under his protection. Yeah, he's no longer killing Eliksni. Well, the bad ones. He's killing the bad ones, but the good ones, that House Light is under his protection. So that was another little downside, but a downside with the good. Another and a third was she united the Cabal, or what's left of the Cabal, with the last city. I'm trying to remember the downside of that, but there's possibly a downside that we're going to find out in Witch Queen because of it. I'm not going to go into that one, but in doing that, it kind of proved Crow was on our side, because throughout that whole campaign, Crow was wearing a mask disguised so no one could know he's Odin Sov. By the end of that, Zavala and Ikora discovered who he was. Ikora, I think she already knew, but Zavala didn't, and he finally accepted Crow. Not Odrin, but Crow as a guardian. I just saw my chocobo walk across the street. Hey, little chocobo. Wish you could name them. But he accepted him, part of the Guardian Corps. No strings attached. Crow almost gave his life for him, so, you know, protecting someone's life kind of earns their trust. Now, finally, what we're going into now was whoa. Tongue twisted myself. I'm just waking up, people, so I'm a little loopy. But what I'm going into now is the final steps of what's happening, because it's out of order. What started out was Crow's reveal, which was season of the hunt, then the Cabal, then I believe the Eliksni, and then finally this little tidbeast. So it's been like 4 or 5 seasons. Now, after this, Mara Sov knew that we have Crow in our ranks, and she's not happy. She wants her brother back. And when she saw him and he didn't recognize, she was hurt. She wants Odrin back, but Odrin's not really coming back unless Crow wants him back. Which he kinda doesn't. He wants to prove that Crow is Crow, not Odrin. He wants to prove that he is him. He's still himself, and not Odrin Sov. He's not proud of his past. Odrin was a dick. I will not lie about that. He was a dick of dicks. He was a jerk. I gotta stop saying that D word. I gotta say dick. But he was a jerk. Ah, my ear itches. Hold on. And he had a bit of a freaking hard on for his sister. He relied on her too much. But Crow stands by himself with the help of some guardians, his friends. Vixen Scarlet. Okay. And he wants to prove that. He wants to prove that he doesn't need his past to define him. And I'm proud of him for that. This is what makes people like Crow. One, and the biggest one, he's nice and funny. There was times in the game where he actually said some sly and funny comments and wasn't really perceived as a jerk. It was just funny and charming. You actually began to fall in love and like Crow. You began to forgive him. But I have a feeling that he's gonna change in this coming season in the next few more hours. Hopefully my stream won't crash like it just did. But yeah, we're looking forward to that. second thing we're looking forward to is answers. Because we've all seen the trailer. We all seen what happened. After we freed Savathun from her worm, after we got rid of it for her, after we did what she asked, and got back our dear Osiris for Saint 14. Hold on, I'm trying to run automatically. There we go. After we did all that for her, she managed to switch places with Osiris. Because this is what happened. After the whole Vex incident, we went to the Dreaming City, where Osiris was. And Osiris finally revealed who he truly was. Savathun. And Saint was distraught. Much in the city. He was distraught. But, we did a few things. Had a few adventures. Crow found out who he was. And, well, he wasn't happy. And a lot just really happened. Let's just say that, because it's hard to explain it all. Man, is it hard to explain it all. It's a lot going on, and I'm not really explaining it in the best way. I'm just doing pretty much the rough draft, literal rough draft, speed version of what's going on. He wasn't happy with what he found out with, and that's when Crow went MIA. He went to go discover himself. And we freed Osiris. But here's the trick. We forgot that we were dealing with a god of trickery. Osiris wasn't trapped inside the block of ice with Savathun. Sure, she was possessing him, but after she revealed herself, it is implied that Savathun sent Osiris to her throne world, per se, to be trapped there for the rest of the campaign. She was using him as a meat suit. I was about to say meat stick. I want to be friends with this person. She was using him as a meat suit throughout the whole campaign. You can read the lore books to discover all of that. And then she switched places and put him in a world where he wouldn't be able to get involved no matter what. So now, after all of that, we're now going to have to do some damage control, per se. But I have a feeling that due to her watching all of us, Savathun learned how to take delight from watching other Guardians, and look, I'm like very tired, and it's so hard to focus. I'm just waking up, and I hate that I can't talk. So, you know the story. Now we have to go after Savathun. She escaped our grasp after we freed Osiris. She went back to her throne world. But she also kind of took something I like to call our pride as Guardians with her. She tricked us. And she tricked us good. So now we gotta get it back. Good. Monk unlocked. Really? Oh shit. Yeah. Let's see. Jobs. You have attained a soul crystal. Soul crystals are required to change from your current class to a more specialized job. Each job has its own crystal, which can be equipped via a armor chest. While using a job, you will have limited access to actions from other classes. You will, however, have access to new job-specific actions. Job level and attribute bonuses coincide with those of the base classes. When a job level rises, so too does the level of the base class, and vice versa. Okay, so now we are no longer a poltergeist, or actually a polgist, and now we are a monk. Interesting. Gauge expansion. The chakra gauge indicates the number of chakra a monk currently has open. Chakras are open using the action meditation or by using certain weapon skills. Opening 5 allows for the execution of Steel Peak, Howling Fist, acquired at level 40. So apparently I'm a monk. Interesting. I don't feel any different. Yeah, I don't feel any different. It's just the same stuff. I'm Super Saiyan. Or was I still up? Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, the biggest question that we're all wondering here is, how did Savathun steal the light? In my case, I don't think the light truly left Osiris. I believe we can access the light through our ghosts. And as long as we have our ghosts, we can still access the full power of the light. Osiris lost Sagira, which lost him the full access. But I still believed he had the light in him. It just couldn't be reignited once lost. I'm at the wrong place. This is the goldsmith's place. I'm not looking to become a goldsmith right now. So, with that, she stole the remnants of Osiris's light. That's how she has access to it. That's my belief, at least. My prediction of what's going on. How she stole the light. She was watching Guardians and Gambit and Crucible and how they were using it. She was watching the Hunters and how they used their arc stabs and blade barrages and golden guns and void bows. She was watching the Warlocks with their Stormbreakers and Dawnblades, and she was watching all of them use it. Gathering information, studying this. And then, while in Osiris's body, learning how to access those abilities. Even though Osiris was a, in a word, neutered warlock, he still had the know-how and the accessibility of those abilities. She even, and I'm gonna even say this, she might have even tricked our dear Eris Morn into getting more information out of her. She was just gathering information the whole time she was in Osiris's body. And with all that info, with all that know-how, she revealed herself, tricked us into getting rid of the one thing that was pretty much holding her back, which was her worm god. That was her only handicap, and she managed to trick us into getting rid of it for her. So, yeah, she played us good. We lost that poker game. She played us like a fiddle. But that's what I believe. It's how she stole the light. She stole it from Osiris. What little light he had left in his body. That's why Osiris is in a coma. At least that's my prediction. So, my prediction is, as we're killing these light-charged thralls, we're going to be stealing back Osiris's light. Because it's just still questioning me. It's still puzzling me how she was able to steal our light. Steal the light from us. Because we didn't give it to her. We can't give it to her. So the only option is, well, Osiris. While she was in him, oh god, that sounds so wrong to say out loud. While she was in him, she stole his light. But anyway, what's your guys' opinions? You're probably going to find out today anyway. I don't even need to ask you. Whoever has Witch Queen, you're going to play it today, so you're going to know the answer. But that's what I'm calling. I'm calling that the only way she got the light was she stole remnants of Osiris's light and learned how to use it without a ghost, which she then studied the ghosts and made her own, putting Osiris's light in those ghosts, spreading it out through them. That's why they don't have their own personalities. They're basically just drones, if you think about it. They're not ghosts. They're high light drones. Well, technically they are. It's hard to explain. But she made a shell out of whatever materials can... Oh god, I feel sick. Whatever materials she can handle, and then stuffed Osiris's light through all of them, spreading it out equally through them all, so they will have enough juice to fly around, but at the same time pretty much be used as ghosts. Ghosts for Hive Guardians. So yeah, that's my prediction. I hope I'm right. Oh, I guess my phone is what? Oh, I'm still up at 25 on... I'm still in the 20s for all of my, you know, stuff. I'll get there one day. Now, there's a lot of predictions that I cannot answer right now. There are a lot. Oh wow, level 50. But I am looking forward to playing Witch Queen. And what time is it? Let's see. Oh, it's 7. I'm going to see if the game will load up now. But thank you for listening in on this little walk around stream, because I really didn't even do anything. But thank you for listening in. Be sure to watch my stream of Destiny 2 Witch Queen on Twitch, Alex Kitsunes, which I plan on changing to something more catchy. I gotta think of something now. But in the meantime, I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching this little Final Fantasy sloppy catch-up of Destiny 2. Be seeing you later. Flaming Fox, out.